Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Uh, I will try to make it a short video, and I hope people from Indonesia they will take the video and share it with their mullahs. You know, like I was looking at the news, and then I saw a news speaking about a guy. His name Sheikh Rizieq. Okay, and then I don't know who's this guy Sheikh Rizieq, so I did search. And they were saying that he was arrested for corona violation. Corona violation? I mean, you arrest Muslims cleric for corona violation, not for the hate speech, killing, etc. No, corona violation? Are you sure? So I just put his name in the internet, basically upon her, and I found that Mr. Corona violation, he had bigger violation. He ran away to Saudi Arabia because he is a porn star. And, you know, like he ran to Saudi Arabia. It says here, this is what the website is saying. I have nothing to do with it, you know. I don't know the person. It says he left Indonesia in 2017 after facing charges of pornography. He's, you know, he liked to watch children pornography. Yeah, I mean, it's a hobby. It's a hobby, what you can do. And this remind me of other hobbier. A guy who he's a YouTuber. You know, they ask him, why don't they beat Christian Prince? Why don't refute him? He said, this guy, he's finished. What's his name? Mimi Hijab, he finished him. And how Mimi Hijab finished me? Because I said to a Muslim woman, suckle me. I was quoting her prophet, and she was speaking filthy about Jesus. You remember him? Suckle me. Yeah, he said, and later we find that he is a person who go for children's too, and he is sick like he's a prophet. But this video is not about people, you know. It's about questions. There's bad people everywhere. You know, we hear from time to time there's a priest, he's a child molester. He's like Muhammad, you know. From their fruits, you shall know them. But we knew that Muhammad, he have a thing for children's, and he is a sick person. And the Muslim, they try to defend their prophet. They say, oh, Aisha, she was, you know, she was mature when the prophet, he slept with her. And actually, Aisha, even at the age of 14, according to the reference in front of us, she was not yet reaching the age of menstruation. And she was playing with her dolls even in the time of Khaybar. So, you know, all the lies they say to us, it's got busted in front of us. But the question today is not about this. You see, I mean, those people are really sick, and they go after children who they are girls, right? But what about going after boys? You know, again, somebody will say, well, we hear there's a priest here, a priest there. Well, this is happening, and there's evil people everywhere. But there's a huge difference between somebody who do what his God said and somebody who do against what his God said. So if I am, you know, the Bible says, be aware of false teachers who come to you in the clothes of sheep, but they are wolves. So the Bible warns us about those fraud people, regardless of their religion. You know, they can be priests, they can be sheikh, but how you can be a prophet, yet you are a child molester? That is a good question. How you can be a God, yet you promise little boys in the heaven, and those boys in the heaven, they are described in a very, very, you know, I don't know what to say. Let us read the translation. This is the Muslim translation, not my translation. I have nothing to do with it, as you see. And actually, we can switch to the Indonesian translation, which I do not know. But, you know, my Indonesian language is very good, you know. So it says here that those are young male, and they are very, very, very good looking. And by the way, the translation here is very funny. I mean, it's really stupid. Well guarded. As pearl well guarded. I mean, why the children, who they are boys, who they are supposedly serving, doesn't say, by the way, it doesn't say in the verse anything about serving, you know. It says, وَيَطُوفُ عَلَيْهِمْ, you know, and those boys will go around them. They will go around them and where it says they will, they are servant, doesn't say that. However, we can see in different verse where it says the following. Chapter 76, verse number 19. It described them as youth, and they will be around you. And the purpose of those is to make life fun for you. And those boys, they are so good looking as a sacred pearls, like when you throw pearls under the light. And this is how they are. I mean, why the Quran concentrating too much about the look of those boys? The Muslims, they say to us, all those are servant, and do you like to have ugly servants? But the question is, why the Quran replace servants from girls to boys? I mean, which one is better for you, as long as you are caring for the looking? Which one is better to serve you? A female slave or a little boy? He looked like pearls, so white. Isn't this a question? So as long as those guys are expert with porn and pornography when it's come to children's, like Sheikh Rizieq, peace be upon him, is a good guy. Can Sheikh Rizieq explain to us why Allah here replace a female servant by a boy servant? And if the Muslim, they say that the servant should be good looking, why the good looking have to be a good looking for a boy? I mean, is it good looking for you to see a boy serving you? You see, I'm just telling you what Muslim they say. Don't you want to have a good looking servant? Okay, why he is a boy? Why is it a man? I mean, who can serve you better? A boy, he needs somebody to serve him. The boy himself, he need a mommy, he need a daddy, he need a nanny. How a boy he can serve you? So obviously this is not about boy, otherwise the look will not be very important. So the God of Islam, and we challenge Rizieq, who is facing charges of pornography with the children's, and the other guy who is, the guy who looked like a beast, to tell us, and all the Muslims, it doesn't matter who you are, why those boys are really different, If you remember, once I asked a Muhammadan, the Muslim, they believe that everything is forbidden in earth is not forbidden in heaven. Everything is forbidden. By the way, watch your language, otherwise we will block you, or I will disable the chat. You know what, let me disable the chat for the benefit. Because I know people will abuse the chat. That's better. You like to stay, you can stay. You like to leave, you can leave. So those boys who will be in the heaven, are the Muslims forbidden from having sex with them? I will make you hear the answer from Muslims. Always actually, Muslims, they call me and supposedly want to prove me wrong. So we have Muslims who called us before, and as long as I don't have a Muslim now to explain to you, what about we hear what Muslim they said to us previously about heaven of Allah? Let us see what they say. Huh?
Nothing is sin in heaven.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. In the heaven, you can have sex with the goat. It's fine for you, right? Nothing sin. There's no sin. You can have sex with your mother. Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. So you are proud about having sex with your mother. You and your father, you will have. Yes. Yes. Nothing sin in heaven. Yes. Nothing sin in heaven. Yes. You can have sex with your daughter. Yes. You can have sex with your mother. Yes. You can have sex with a goat. Yes. For nothing sin in heaven. Understanding the mentality of Muslims about nothing is sin in heaven. The goat, it's fine for you, right? Nothing sin. There's no sin. You can have sex with your mother. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I want you to listen to this conversation and you tell me what do you think. Wait, I'm not trying to. Listen carefully. Huh?
Nothing is sin in heaven.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. In the heaven, you can have sex with the goat. It's fine for you, right? Nothing sin. There's no sin. You can
Sin.
you can have sex with your mother. Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. So you are proud about having sex with your mother. You and your father, you will have sex with the same woman, which is your mother.
Anything is fun. Everything comes from God in heaven.
No problem. So
he and his father, they can have sex with his mother. It's fine. Everything is fine, Nevin. Everything is fine. And that's what they believe. There is tons of fatwas saying that what is forbidden in earth is not forbidden in heaven. And actually, Muhammad, he gave many examples. As an example, if you wear silk in earth, you don't wear it in heaven. If you drink wine in earth, you don't drink it in heaven. If you have sex with the children in earth, same will happen in heaven. You should have it in heaven. All those things you should wait until you go to heaven. So heaven of Islam is a heaven of lust. Anything you could not do in earth, you will have it in heaven. From drinking, sexuality, little boys having sex with men. You know, if you remember that there's a hadith where it says that in the heaven there is a market. And this market there's no buying or selling except pictures. No buying or selling except pictures. But what you would do with those pictures? Pictures of who? Pictures of men and women. So we know that Muslims, they say it's forbidden for a Muslim to have sex with men in earth. What about in heaven? We heard the Muslims saying a second ago from their mouth that there is nothing it's called forbidden in heaven of Allah. Everything is lawful. Here Muhammad, he is confirming that in the paradise there is a heaven, and in the paradise there's a market of pictures, and those pictures, you go to the market, you know, you can buy and sell there. This is the only market is open in the heaven of Islam, because everything else is for free. But what is in the heaven of Allah there? There is pictures of men and women. And if you desire a picture, you go inside it and you have sex with it. But remember, the customers are men. The customers are men. And those who they are going to sleep with them are men and women. So, you know, to make it simple, to explain it, actually, we can use the same one. Let us do this. It's all right. This one is simple. There's other hadith, you know, but they are long. The Muslim, they will say to you, this is da'if. Anything is embarrassing, they will say to you is da'if. Quran is da'if too. Quran saying, you know, the same issues. Indeed, in paradise, there's a market which no buying nor selling except images of men and women. So whenever a man desires the image, so who is the one who desire? The man. Who is the customer? He's a man. There's not a woman, her name is Fatima or Aisha, no. All the customers are men. The images are images of men and women. So the man, he chooses which image he like to have sex with. Image of a man, image of a woman. Hold on. So now we have in the Quran a confirmed hadith, a confirmed story. The Quran is a hadith, by the way. The Quran itself says the best of the hadith is the Quran. So we will have virgins to have sex with them, and you have boys who are around you. To do what? To complete the joy. What the joy is. If the Muslim, they will say they are going to serve us, then we need to ask, how come in the world anyone can believe that little boys can serve anyone? They need somebody to serve them. Muhammad, he said in different hadith that you will have 80,000 of them. What 80,000 little boy who they are sacred like pearls can do to you? I will leave the question for Sheikh Rizieq and those Muslims who they claim they can answer. And for sure they will say to us, anything we say, anything embarrassing, they will say, oh, this is da'if. Well, the only da'if I see is Islam, because Islam is based on the hadith and based on the Quran. So if you say to me this is da'if and that is da'if, so what is right in Islam? Nothing, right? When a Muslim, he come to us with the story of da'if, is this one is da'if? No, but they deny it too. This is Sahih Bukhari. Is the Quran is da'if? They deny the meaning too. You see, when the Quran says that they are like pearls and they are like sacred pearls, what, I mean, okay, what about you say they are boys? Why we need to describe how they look like and why they are so white, and why we mention them when we are talking about drinking wine mixed with ginger? What does this have to do with this? Simply, that will complete the party. You will notice that they will be drinking before the boys show up. Later, the boys coming around them. So after they get drunk, the Muslim, they will say to you, well, the Quran says they will not get drunk. The Quran doesn't say really they will not get drunk. It says they will not bleed. And we do not know the bleed goes back to the one who they are drinking or to the boys. La yanzifun. So when the Quran speaks about those things, and we notice how the image of Islam or the heaven of Islam is completed with boys, not without boys, and how those boys are so good looking, not normal boys, and why those boys are so white. And then if we understand that the Muslim believe that there is no sin in heaven, as we heard the Muslim saying, and if we understand that the Muslim believe that the best of a beauty for Islam is someone she is white or someone he is white. This is why Muhammad is white, and Allah will make everyone who enter heaven of Allah is white. If you remember, the Quran says clearly that when the day of resurrection come and the day of judgment come, Allah will make all the kuffar, including me, black. Finally, I will be black. That's my wish. So in that day, everybody who will go to heaven, and those who they are created inside heaven, like the boys and the women, or even the women who they are imported from the hell because they are prostitute, everybody have to be white. And those who they are bad, Allah will turn them into black color, because Allah is a racist God. So here you notice that the boys who they are so white, it's made for a pleasure. And you need to tell me, and you need to ask yourself, if those are not sexual pleasure, what kind of a pleasure it is will make you happy? Why they have to be so white, and that's supposedly like pearls, and that will bring a pleasure to you? What kind of a pleasure this pleasure is? Those who they are kuffar, they will be blackened, and those who they are Muslimin, they are going to be white. As simple as that. A different story in chapter 27, verse number 82. If you go and read, you can read Ibn Kathir, you will see there's a beast, it's called a Jassasa, will come and have the stick of Moses, and the ring of Solomon will hit you in your face and will make you black if you are a kafir, and will make you white if you are a Muslim. And if you remember that Muhammad, he mentioned in different place that in the heaven of Allah, Allah will give you women who their private part, he will give you a private part which will never go limp. So he will give you special ability for sexual desire. Muhammad, he will get the power of 4,000 men. The Muslim man, he will get the power of 40. So you will see here that the God of Islam, he prepared for you the sex party. The women is there, the boys is there, pictures of men and women, and we are showing you reference. And now he is showing it to you that in the heaven, Allah will give you this and that, and on top of that, you will have a penis which will never go limp or sleep. So you are a sex machine, for you are going to a sex party, for you are worshipping the sex God, for this is a sexual religion. So as long you Muslim believe in a God of morality, and this is my question, which your sheikh cannot answer, why your religion, all of it is about sex? Why we hear you Muslims saying that there's no sin in heaven, including having sex with your mother or your daughter or even with the goat? How that can be heaven And what kind of heaven this heaven is? Everything is about sex, from the beginning to the end. Your God is a sex God. So don't come to us and speak about morality when you have zero of it.
Carefully. Huh?
Nothing is sin in heaven.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. In the heaven, you can have sex with the goat. It's fine for you, right? Nothing sin. There's no sin. You can have sex with your mother. Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. So you are proud about having sex with your mother. You and your father, you will have sex with the same woman, which is your mother.
Anything is fun. Everything comes from God in heaven.
No problem. So in the heaven of Allah, you will have a threesome. You and your father and your mother in the bed.
Okay.
And you don't see that there's something wrong with that.
What do you not understand about nothing is sin?
Well, I'm just trying to understand, my friend. You see, I'm not. So what do you think, Abdul? Your Muslims, all of them believe that in the heaven.
So guys, this is what Islam is about. You know, Islam is a big balloon. Speak too much about morality, but it is zero morality. They are zero morality. And their religion in earth is about sex too. This is why a man, he will marry as many as he wish, 4 at the time, but as many as he want. None, no limit. And he can have sex with 1,000,000 women if they are his slaves. So when they speak about morality, we find that their religion is religion of 100% sexual religion. The black stone was a vagina. Muslims, they used to go around the Kaaba, and supposedly they used to be pagan, but this is in the time of Muhammad. People, they were going naked around the Kaaba, as we see in this hadith, totally naked, wearing nothing. And that is telling us that Islam before Islam was sexual, because Islam simply is just a continue of the previous Islam. You see, the previous Islam, they worship Allah too. Muhammad, he tried to learn from the Christians and say, and the Jews, okay, we worship one God, forget about the daughters of Allah, and the daughter, Allah don't have 3 daughters, come on. And Muhammad was complaining that Allah have 3 daughters, didn't have a son. This is why he said this is an unjust division. But here you notice that Muhammad is coming from background of a sexual religion. It's called Islam. And Muhammad continue with sexual religion. It's called Islam. Islam exists before Muhammad. Islam is not something new. This is why the Muslim, they say to you, Islam started with Abraham. But all of us, we knew that this is a false fiction. Abraham never been there. Have nothing to do with the Kaaba. And it doesn't make sense that Abraham, he went there, he built it, and he leave. I mean, so you build the house of Allah and you leave, what for? So they all have tons of fiction stories, but as you see in the front of us, this is document preserved by Muslims, translated by Muslims, published by Muslims, that people go totally naked around the Kaaba, wearing nothing, women and men. If you have my book, Sex and Allah, you will see Muhammad, he saw a woman, and she was naked going around the Kaaba, and she was singing a song about showing her private part, but now it's not available, because now she is supposedly doing Allah ritual. Allah ritual is before Islam is to go around the Kaaba naked. Allah ritual after Islam, still going around the Kaaba naked. Muhammad, he waited until he is almost dying, and then he decided to say, okay, guys, don't do it no more. And actually, many they say it's not even him who forbid it, you know. So the sexual religion is nothing but a continued sex journey, fantasy, for the one who looking for fancy, sick-minded, no limitation, sex with boys, sex with little girls, sex with your mother, sex with your daughter, sex with everybody, sex with men, as we showed you the reference. And then we find that people, they say to us, Islam is a moral religion. But in the same time, we find in heaven that the wine which is forbidden here is there, the women is forbidden here, is there, the little girls are forbidden here. Actually, little girls are not forbidden here. Muhammad, he married girls, they are, you know, little tiny ones. Even he wish to have a child. She is not even an infant. And he said, if she became older, I will have her. So Muhammad make it clear that what is forbidden now, there's something you desire now. I gave you a lot of opportunity, but there is things are not like you cannot do it now. Muhammad, he got sick, he was dying, he cannot drink wine no more. He used to drink 4 days a week. The Muslims, they used to be drunk all the time. Even there's a verse in the Quran saying, don't pray when you are drunk. Why? Because people, they start making fun of the Muslims for they are drunk when they are praying. And the Muslim, they say to you, Muhammad, he forbid it step by step, because he could not forbid them right away, for they are a drunk nation. But you will notice he did not forbid it here. He just said, don't come to the drinking when you are drunk. Don't come to the prayer when you are drunk. So we are talking about a messed up society. And the messed up society in Muhammad, in order to make them disciplined for him. So they cannot go for war and they are a drunk nation. He wants warriors. He don't want people to go drunk. So you want to go for war for me? I cannot drink no more. I'm sick. I'm dying. So stop drinking. What I forbid you to do here, I will give it to you there. You want wine? You love wine, don't you? No problem. The one who stopped drinking here, he will drink it in heaven. Anything I forbid you from doing it here, you will do it in heaven. So let us make it clear. The heaven of Allah is the free zone of sex and desire. How that can be from God? Thank you very much for listening. Download the video, share it with your friend, and give it to your Sheikh Abdul, who don't dare to debate me, and they are busy watching porn of children's, as usual. God bless you. Thank you very much. And this is your brother Christian Prince, sharing some little time with you, people of Indonesia. God bless you all. And if you're Indonesian Muslim, don't forget to download my videos, my books for free, made for you in your language, as a gift from me to you, Muslim Indonesian and Christian Indonesian, because we love you, we don't hate you, we don't teach hate, and we encourage all the Christian in Indonesia to love the Muslims in Indonesia, for you are one nation, and Islam divide you. But the Lord will make us, God is willing, will make us united again. Thank you, God bless you, and see you again soon. Take care.